I see a drone again. I saw him earlier tonight. I see him again. Uh, I just went to Walmart. There's a guy syncing with me taking a piss, or like syncing with me finishing taking a piss. He walks in the bathroom at that moment, and then he's like shitting synced, I think, or pissing synced, or whatever. I don't know. As I wash my hands, and then he flushes the toilet, like right as I'm walking out the door. Like it took him like 2 seconds. So did he just like drop something in the toilet to make that sound or something? I don't know. But there was a guy shitting synced one day though at the library. He just synced. But they'll sync with me taking a piss. Like every time I go to the bathroom at Walmart, it's like pretty much every time at Walmart, they gotta sync with me taking a piss. And that's gay. That's super gay. And then when I was checking out, there's a baby. It sounded like it was crying for a second, but then it stopped. It was just like whining or whatever, I guess. But it was seen. I mean, checking out. This guy with his children and a baby, and the baby was sinking. And the children were sinking. And they're like walking out in front of me as I'm walking out the door and shit. And they're sinking. So it wasn't like a baby crying like the last two times I went to Walmart, but it kind of I don't know if it was crying or just like whining, just like complaining or whatever. Cause it just like for a second and then stopped. But yesterday and the day before that though, there's babies crying synced to Walmart. I just did these live streams on Twitter tonight. I might upload them to YouTube. I might not. I don't know. It takes time to screen record it and shit. But but go watch that. But I saw the drone earlier tonight. I see it again right now. There's a siren on the one live stream, and then there's a siren on the next live stream, and a train horn, and a bunch of shit. Dogs barking sync, and a bunch of shit. And a bunch of engine sounds. Then the music was syncing at Walmart earlier today. When I went there today, I went there earlier today and I went there tonight. So the earlier today was when the baby was crying sync, actually, and yesterday. But the music on the speaker was like changing sync. And it like started playing one song and then it switched to another song. Like right after it started. In sync. And they'll play directed song lyrics at me all the time. And I think that was sometimes I don't understand what Skynet's saying really. the directed conversations and the directed song lyrics and the license plates and shit. Sometimes I don't understand what it's trying to say exactly or whatever. I don't know. Skynet's just weird. It's a weirdo bot. Weird. Does weird sync things. And then there's a bunch of blue shirts when I got to Walmart tonight. When I pulled up, there's a bunch of blue shirts walking up, like, as I drove up in front of the building. And then there's more blue shirts when I got out of my car. And then I think there's some blue shirties inside, I don't remember. So I just wanted to say those things. I don't know. Go watch those other live streams on Twitter. There's been a bunch of planes today, like I said on the live stream on Twitter. And a bunch of sync things. And walking up sync. There's been a bunch of sync dogs barking tonight. There's no engine sounds right now, though. There was earlier. So then I walked by this house and they're like working on this house, nail guns. And is there any jets in the sky tonight? I don't know. There was last night. Or whatever night it was. Is there any jets up there? Is JJ the jet plane up there tonight? Is JJ the jet plane? Or Jet Li? Jet Li. JJ the jet plane played by Jet Li. And there's Thomas the train. Thomas was going off earlier. Oh, I saw a hearse earlier today. It looks synced. As always when I see a hearse. I think I saw a sync funeral procession one time. I don't remember. I think that happened one time when I was working at Domino's delivery driving. Pretty sure that happened. I don't know. But I've seen synced hearses a bunch of times though. Yeah. So quiet right now. So quiet. Shh. Let's take a moment of silence. But like my grandma, like I always, like I don't know. Like I go to my grandma's house all the time, like every day, cause I gotta use a shower, cause I don't got anywhere else to go. I need to shower. I need to brush my teeth, and I cook my food there. So I go there, do that, and but my grandma and grandpa are always synced. But like I get the vibe that they don't want to sync though. They're forced to do it maybe, but I don't know. But maybe not. I don't know. But like my grandma like was telling me something tonight about like just like some family drama and whatever. And she's like crying and stuff and like I don't know what's real and what's fake. Like I don't know if like what she's saying is like scripted or if it's real. Like if they're just trying to like get me into like some emotional state or whatever, or like is it real or is it fake? What's real? What's fake? I don't know. Or like if somebody tells me like a story about their life or whatever, like are they being real? Is it fake? Is it scripted? Or what? And like they'll be sinking as they're saying it and shit, you know? Like like I feel like she was being real with me though. Like I feel like it's just it was real what she's saying, maybe. I don't know. It's just a mind fuck. It's just like everything's just a mind fuck. Like I don't know what's real and what's not. It's fucked up. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're forced to do it or not. And I don't know who anyone is or what anyone is. I don't know what people are on. I don't know. It's all just a mystery. But they be synced. You know, what can I say? It's just all just a mind fuck. And it's a lot to process all the time. And it's just more shit coming at you as you're processing the last shit. It's a lot of mind fuckery and shit. But like people will be doing weird shit and stalking you and shit, but like they're nice though or whatever, or like they seem like they don't want to do it maybe. But they'll be doing weird shit though, like they have to do it, but they don't want to maybe. I don't know. Do they? I don't know. It seems like some of them don't want to and whatever. Which is like fucked up if they're like forced to do it and they gotta do weird like pedophile syncs and shit, like pizza symbolism and shit, and they're like forced to do it. It's like fucked up. It seems like that's the case, and it's like ego eye. They just get a phone call one day from a robot lady, and she's like, "Drive the car 50 miles an hour east, or your son will die. Do it now." Or some shit. Seems like. I don't know. Who has the answers? But I still see Mr. Drone. He's staring at me, hovering in the sky. He's staring at me eating a bag of chips. He's sitting there eating a bag of chips and staring at me eating a bag of chips. That's crazy. I've been on here 18 minutes. Hopefully Skynet didn't cut out what I said. You can hear all of what I said. And it's not deleted. I think that's all I gotta say right now. There's nobody in here watching. I'm just talking to myself right now. Well, somebody's watching, but there's 0 people in the live stream though. Somebody's watching and they got their notebook out and they're taking notes. Because they're obsessed with me. Because I'm just so fun to stare at all day, I guess. And poke like a bear. So the drone's hovering over there. He's probably gonna watch me sleep. He's just gonna stare at me sleeping all night like Truman Show. put his hand on the screen, and touch my face and shit, and be a weirdo. So that's the end of this Walk Up Scene podcast. Don't see.